Good afternoon, everyone. It is Saturday, March the 6th, 2021. It is currently 4:36 p.m. Central Time. I'm coming to you live from Victory Baptist Church located in Ovalo, Texas. And we're using a new microphone. Yes, it finally came in. We are using the Elgato, I think that's how you say it, the Elgato Wave 1 microphone. If you look at the artwork for this episode, you can see the microphone itself. That's what it looks like. It's very small, okay? So that's the first thing. It's very small. It's someday, maybe I should get one of those actual microphone stands. Maybe I should do that someday. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know how I would hook it up here. Maybe it would attach to the table. Maybe it would clamp onto the table like one of those microphone arms. Maybe I should look into that. Maybe. I don't know how much those are. But we got the new microphone, and the reason why is we've been having all kinds of sound problems. And all of the sound problems have occurred using two different Blue Yeti microphones, an older version and a newer version. So the only thing I can think that could possibly be wrong is that it would have to be the microphone. So we bought a new microphone, almost $200, but today I go to the mailbox and another listener has sent in another check for $300. So the cost of this microphone has been completely covered, even though I did not ask for any money. Thank you so very much. I always feel bad when that happens, but we'll make sure the money is used properly for everything related to our internet ministry here at this church. All right. So we're doing a test right now. So I'm going to grab my iPad here. I don't know if anyone's listening live, so they can't tell me what's going on, but let me grab my iPad here. I'm going to open up the Spreaker app, and we're going to see how it sounds. All right. We're live on the air. Here we go.
Looking at our world from a theological perspective. This is the Theology Central podcast.
Making Theology Central. Everyone thinks there should be a pause there, making theology central, but there's not. And we're going to see how it sounds. All right. We're live on the air. Here we go. Well, number one, we don't have a sound problem. That's good. I don't know if it sounds better. I don't know if it sounds worse. You, the listening audience, will get to decide. The Blue Yeti, I think, actually broadcast in stereo. This mic only has a mono setting, not a stereo setting. I don't think it really matters for podcasting. I really don't. I don't know if anyone would even notice. Look, here's the thing. All I want it to do is when I turn it on, I want it to work. It is a strange setup because you have to see this. For this thing to be at the right level, I have it sitting on top of two Bible dictionaries and two Trinity hymnals. Right? And right there gets it at the perfect level. That's why I need a microphone stand. I think I do. I don't know. I've got to look at how much. There's got to be an easy way to make one of those work. There has to be. I don't know how you mount this microphone to it. Yeah, I'll have to look. The Blue Yeti mic is gigantic in comparison to this thing. I mean, the Blue Yeti mic is much bigger, but this mic is much smaller, but all we care about is sound quality. So I don't know if anyone's listening live. If you are, let me know. Too loud, I don't know what settings I can change, but I will start working on it immediately. If you're listening to me live using the Spreaker app, please let me know. Here's what we know about the Elgato Wave 1 microphone. It says premium microphone and digital mixing solution. It says superior circuity, if I can speak right. It's got a slight echo. That's one thing about this microphone is there's no gain. I'm looking. There's no gain setting, so I cannot turn the gain down or up. It's completely out of my hands. So let's do a mute real quick. All right, the mute button works better than the new version of the Blue Yeti. I hate the mute button on the new Blue Yeti. The mute button on the old one was much better because I've had so many problems with the mute button on the on the Blue Yeti, which has caused some major problems in the past. So I like the mute button. It turns it's a large button and it turns red. So you definitely know you're not on the air. You definitely know you're not on the air, and it's right in front of you. Okay. So that's good. But no, I don't think I'm going to be able to fix the echo. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix the echo. I hate that. I mean, I'm sitting in a large sanctuary, so technically all of the microphones should have picked up an echo. It's just with the Blue Yeti, you have more control. You have more control with the gain, and you can turn the gain down and do certain things. We also, though, okay, yeah, it's definitely the room echo. Because I don't know if you can hear this, but I'm sitting in a sanctuary. Okay, yeah. Now this is what we need to do. I'm going to tell my church they need to build me a podcast studio. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, that would be crazy. I could. Let me see here. I'm going to open up sound settings. I don't know if I can do this live on the air. Here we go. Open up sound settings. If I go off the air, you know what happened. I messed up. All right, here we go. I'm going to go down to device properties. It's at 79. I'm going to drop it to 70. That's loud. The Blue Yeti, for the internal volume setting, we had to turn it down to like 16 because that's where all the problems supposedly were coming. So 71, all right? I don't know if that helped the echo. I don't know if that helped the volume. I don't know if it made it sound better. I don't know if it made it sound worse. But this is with the internal laptop volume set at 71, all right? So if it improved it, great. If it didn't, if it made it too low, please let me know if the volume is too low. Okay, I sound better than I've ever sounded with other mics. Whoa, okay. Now we're getting professional. Wow. Okay, now it may be time to start charging for my podcast episode. I now sound better than I've ever sounded. Okay, it's time. We're going to start charging $8 for every podcast episode. Yes. I can go back to being on Christian radio. No, I got kicked off Christian radio, so I can't do that. I can't go back to being on Christian radio. But back on my Christian radio days, those programs were actually recorded with. Those programs were recorded with. I don't even know what that microphone was. Standing in my kitchen. Yeah, that's where those were recorded from. Yeah, but some of them were sermons recorded from the church. But yeah, all right. So I think maybe we fixed it. Maybe. So this is what the box says for the Elgato Wave 1. It says it has superior circuitry. It has anti-clapping technology. Anti-clapping. Yeah. Hey, anti-clapping. If you clap, the microphone will turn off. Anti-clipping technology. Zero latency monitoring. I don't monitor myself. Most podcasters listen to themselves with headphones. I do not. That drives me absolutely insane. I'll start drinking because I'm listening to myself in the headphone, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't like the way I said that. I don't like the way I said, oh, what was that sound? And so I do not monitor myself. I do not. Has a mute button, obviously, internal pop filter. It has an internal pop filter. I bought a pop filter to go with it, but it supposedly has I don't trust internal pop filters. I do not. And if you don't know what a pop filter is, it stops those explosives when you're using the letter P, and then you get that like someone blowing air into the microphone, and it sounds horrible. Okay. And it has a mount support. And that's about it. See, what else does it have here? Next level mixing. We don't do any mixing. Stream ready. So it maybe this is ready to go for streaming. So high resolution audio. That's good. Distortion proof. That's good. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I hope maybe we solved the problem. If we solved the problem, great. Again, to the two individuals that sent me checks, and these checks were obviously on the way before that we knew that we were buying a new microphone. They arrived. One arrived today. The other one arrived yesterday. Thank you. That will cover the costs completely of the microphone. that helps the church out. Thank you. Any extra will go into the church. If we do any book giveaways soon, if we do any book giveaways soon, then that'll cover the cost of those book giveaways. So we'll keep that all in play. So everyone says I sound good. That's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick around for a little while. I'll do some programs. I'll try to do a couple of things using this microphone. And if that sound problem never comes back, then we will retire. We'll have a retirement ceremony for the 2 Blue Yeti microphones. It will be sad, but we will have to let them go. We'll have to let them go. They were good to me. They were good to me. Just think the newer Blue Yeti microphone was used in over 900 episodes last year. So that's really good. The old one was, I mean, thousands of episodes on sermon audio, thousands of episodes on sermon audio. So that one lasted it still works, but there's something with those microphones. I think there's something not agreeing with those microphones and the Spreaker software. So here, one thing I'm going to do. I am going to play audio. So I'm going to mute, play audio, mute, play audio, mute, and play audio, just to see if we can create that problem that we were having. So, I've got Albert Mohler queued up. Let's do that. Here we go.
It's Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021. I'm Albert Mohler, and this is The Briefing, a daily analysis of news and events from a Christian worldview. Federal authorities have now given approval to a third COVID-19 vaccine in the United States. We already had the Pfizer-BioNTech and Moderna vaccines. Now you have a third vaccine approved.
Okay, he's giving information about the COVID-19 vaccines, and, we could talk all day about those and all the conspiracy theories. All right, there we go. Hopefully everything still sounds good. I'm going to hit mute again.
Approved, this one by Johnson & Johnson. It had been in stage 3 trials in recent weeks, but now it has been given provisional approval like the previous 2 vaccines, and Johnson & Johnson.
I'm going to come back in. Oh, I'm loving the mute button. This mute button is great. I think it will stop some of those problems, because if you don't know what would happen, I would mute it while we're reviewing audio, right? And then I would hit the mute button to turn off, and then I would start talking. And guess what? I wouldn't be back on the air, and there would be like a 3 or 4 minute silence, and then I would catch it, and then I would come back in, and you have to delete those episodes. You have to just delete them, or you have to try to go in and edit out that silence part. And I've got some editing software, but by no means is that what I'm good. I've got a friend in Nebraska that sometimes I would send him the files and he would edit it for me and send it back, but I didn't want to bother him. He's got his own YouTube channel. I didn't want to say, hey, can you edit my audio? Hey, in the middle of all the things you're doing, can you edit my audio? So there used to be software called Propaganda, which is kind of a cool title, Propaganda, because like everyone doing a podcast, you're basically it's your own propaganda. But it was great editing stuff. Oh man, that stuff was so easy to use. I loved Propaganda software, but it's gone. It's gone. I know a lot of people use Audacity. To me, it's convoluted in how to use it correctly. I know everyone tells me it's easy, but it's just not my thing. But and again, I don't like doing editing. That's maybe if I know some podcasters, like I said, they will record for 2 hours and then spend like 10 hours chopping that thing up. Watch a YouTube video. Those things are edited to death. You can see the little jump edits. You can see the little cuts. And it's like edit. And it's like you record for an hour and then spend 14 hours editing. I would rather stand in front of a truck. Forget that nonsense. I would rather my imperfections just be there. And it's just real me talking. The good, the bad. It's like, I don't get podcasters who edit to death. I don't get it. Maybe it's because as a preacher, when I stand behind the pulpit, there's no editing. It's go. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Open your Bibles. There's no editing it. It's just right there. So I like that. I don't like that. And to be honest with you, I cannot. And I know this is going to sound like I have a mental problem, which I probably do. I cannot. I mean, I can accomplish it, but it drives me crazy. When I record a podcast episode and I'm not live, literally, you would be shocked to watch it. You would take it to your, professor of psychology and go diagnose this guy. He's got problems, because this is how it would work. Welcome everyone. It's Friday. This is the Theology Central podcast. And then I would stop and go, welcome. It's Friday. I don't like that. And so I'd start over. Good afternoon. I don't like the way I said good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's March. I don't like the way I said March. And I would stop and start, and it would take 45 minutes, an hour to even try to get started. And because I just go crazy. But when I'm live, I can't do that. And that's why I do my podcast episodes live, because to protect my mental health. So, all right. I'm just talking just to spend time talking, just to ensure that nothing starts going wrong here. So, all right, I think we're good. I'm going to stop this and upload it. I'll listen to just a few seconds of it, and then I'll figure out what we're going to do next. I think we've got the Imitation of Christ in the stack of stuff to work on. So I think that's what we'll work on here in just a minute. All right, sound is perfect. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you, Colton. Once again, who's there? Colton is there. He's always the one there. So I'm just going to announce to the church tomorrow that we have a new sound person. Seth usually works our sound booth when he's here at church. He's a fireman, so he misses some Sundays. But when he's here, he's usually the one in the sound booth. I'm going to tell him he's been replaced. And we're just going to put a sign in the chair that says Colton. That's what we're going to do. It's just going to say Colton. And people are going to like, who's Colton? He's our new sound guy. Where is he? I don't know. He lives somewhere else, but he's the official sound guy. So Seth will no longer be allowed in the sound booth. All right, that's how we're going to work it. Now, he's going to have to figure out how to hit record when I'm standing behind the pulpit, or hit the go live button when I'm standing behind the pulpit from wherever he is. I don't know exactly how we're going to pull that off, but Seth, you've been fired. I'm sorry, you've been replaced. So, no, thank you, Colton, very much. We'll be back on the air here shortly. God bless.